Two fierce contenders. One shot at the crown. The Canterbury Rams, precise, powerful and battle-hardened. The Southland Sharks, relentless, aggressive and ready to strike.
Knocking it down is Cooper.
The semi-final is more than a game. It's war. Rams, Sharks. The fight for glory begins now.
Kia ora te whānau, welcome to Ototahi Christchurch, Cowles Stadium, an historic building east of Christchurch. Young and old are heading into semi-final number one, the Rams, looking to advance another step towards a three-peat in the NZNBL, and in front of them, the Southland Sharks. Number 4 on the ladder and here to cause an upset. It is going to be a heck of an afternoon of basketball in Christchurch. Yes, the reigning champs hosting yet another elimination game, and they have been one of the standard bearers all season long. Andrew Mulligan, Casey Frank, joined by Nick Bewley shortly. On hand for this one, semi-final number one. Hello everyone and welcome along to the historic Cowles Stadium. It is an environment where the Rams have had success of late, and it doesn't seem to be stopping anytime soon unless this team behind us has something to say about it.
It certainly looks like they are poised to get back to the title game, but the Sharks team has been doubted all season long, even through this 8-game winning streak they are currently on. They want to stick it right in the non-believers' faces, and they're looking to do that tonight. We had an aggressive performance against a Rams team that, as good as they have been through that last quarter of the season, those last 4 games, 1 and 3, not where they need to be exactly.
Yeah, more on Taylor Britt. The man is back. We'll have more on him as we advance through the broadcasts before we head to the game. But you can have your say with the Good Health Poll. It's brought to you by the trusted Viralex range, the natural immune defense support for the whole family available at Chemist Warehouse. And as you can see there, as I take off my reading glasses, the Southland Sharks fans are turning up on the QR code.
And Ricardo Strong coming up 52%. The Shark tank is coming in full effect.
Well, the journey here for the Southland Sharks, and of course the Tauranga Whai in semi-final number 2, is going to be a bumpy one, but it was the Whai in the first elimination final that got the job done on the road against a Taranaki Airs team that just had all sorts of problems with the Whai.
Well, they snuck in the back door to get into the finals, had to have 3 teams lose the final week just for them to get in. And when they did, they took care of business. They've been the best defensive team by points allowed all season long. And despite the brilliance of Carlin Davidson, there was not enough answers for the Taranaki Airs outside of him. The Tauranga Whai behind Mo King early, playing fantastic offense, forcing a lot of turnovers, and really as that game going along, just ground down that Airs team. Without Craig Moeller, without Jack Andrew really firing, they had no answers for that Whai collective.
You can spend 20 games getting yourself into a home semi-final, home quarter-final, a home elimination final, and then within 40 minutes it can come undone.
And it certainly did. Too many turnovers, not enough work on the glass, and the shooting of the Whai. The worst three-point shooting during the season at 30%. You see that nearly 40% in that first eliminator. If they shoot like that, they're always going to be dangerous.
Mojave King was superb in that first half as well. Eliminator final number 2, and this is the reason why the Sharks are here. They earned the right to host the Auckland Tuatara, and they gave them a rude awakening in ILT Stadium in Chicago.
From the opening tip, Caleb Asbury was fantastic, and the Sharks defended the Tuatara all over the court. They got nothing easy, and the collective of the Sharks team just so good, but it was led by Caleb Asbury. His brilliance was just all over the place. 14 for 16 from the field, barely missed a shot, and just had such great effect on the game. The Tuatara were flailing without Rob Lowe, without Dan Fotu. They just could not get off the court.
And this is how the numbers look, thanks to the Chemist Warehouse, the official stats provider of the NZNBL. And you can see there, the Southland Sharks, their effective field goal percentage and their true shooting percentage over the last 6 weeks has been sensational, and they look to continue that today.
And that all comes from their rebound work. Sam Timmons, Josiah Alec, they do the work down low, allowing the scorers to do the pretty stuff outside. But make no mistake, it's from that defense and tough foundation down on the low block.
Well, we welcome into the broadcast Nick Bewley. He's good enough to join us as we take a look at the road that the Rams have to go to get to their 3rd successive grand final appearance, and hopefully a 3rd one on the road. And of course, the Saints host the Whai. But Nick, you've been here through the glory days of recent history with the Rams. What do you put it down to in the guard play of the Canterbury Rams with Quinn Clinton?
Yeah, I mean, the impact of Taylor Britt is just unquestionable. Just such a significant inclusion to get back after 4 games missed with a concussion. They lost 3 of those 4, losing to Manawatu, Taranaki and Wellington. 15.8 points a game, but it's the 5.8 assists a game as well, 1.8 turnovers a game, and just so cool, calm, collected. He's been here, he's done it before, and it allows the likes of Sean McDonald to go back and do what he does so well, off the ball, shooting a threat from downtown. So such a huge inclusion right now when it matters most.
And you look at this Rams team, it struggled down the stretch, 1-3 their last 4 games, but got back on the winning side to finish things. What is the key for them coming into this to find some of that early season form?
I honestly think that Kaya Isaac getting his shot back in. Thank you, Casey. There's Tama Isaac, center of your screen, but his older brother Kaya as well. We'll see Tama back, of course, just rejoining the Rams from his outstanding tournament at the Under-19 Basketball Cup in Switzerland, where he made the all-second team. But older brother Kaya probably hasn't quite had the season he would have hoped in season 2025, but got his radar going again last week against Franklin. 23 points on 8 of 11 shooting, 4 of 6 from downtown. If they can get Kaya going off the bench in particular, we all know how deep this Rams roster is. You know, 3 tall blacks off the bench, Kaya, Max, and, you know, if they can get added pieces from their pieces down the bench, they're going to be so hard to stop.
Nick, thank you very much. Looking forward to hearing your contribution throughout the game. Thank you for letting me call this game as well. This is the starting 5 for your Southland Sharks. Caleb Asprey, 16 of 18 against the Tuatara. Tukaa Cooper will look to have a big game after going 0 for 7 in the elimination final against the Tuatara. Josiah Alec is your MVP. Kalen Boone can get off from deep, and Sam Timmins could easily be the X factor for this team. He wasn't in the 2 games that they had in the regular season against the Rams. And one player who will be a big piece for Jonathan Yim, the head coach of the Sharks, and he spoke to Casey before we went to air.
Coach, the Sharks today looking like a very different team than played the Canterbury Rams during the regular season. How has this squad evolved, and how's that going to change what we see on the court today from the previous encounters?
I think we just grew up a little bit. You know, for a lot of us, myself included, it was our first time in the league. We were learning the league. We were kind of adjusting, adapting, and really learning. So, you know, we were able to kind of grow from that loss. They really, I mean, they kicked our ass, so it taught us a lot about ourselves and what we needed to get better at. And we really spent the last 70 days just kind of working and getting better so that when we knew we were going to play them again. And we knew that when we played them again, we wanted to be ready this time, so hopefully we are.
And speaking of getting ready, going to have to get ready for Taylor Britt. Hasn't been there for the last 3 games, but a very different offense for the Rams when he's on court. How do you see his impact in the game coming in, and how do you hope to lessen some of that in today's matchup?
Well, you know, he's like the conductor of the orchestra, right? He's able to get all those moving pieces in line. You know, we want to show him different looks. We want to make it difficult for him. We don't want to give him anything easy. He hasn't played in about a month. So, you know, we'll see what his conditioning is. You know, we're going to attack him on both sides of the ball, and, you know, we'll see if he's ready too.
Jonathan Yim. Jonathan Yim is quite the coach. They signed him last year in the offseason. That's how focused they are to get into this title game. And this is the starting 5 for your Canterbury Rams. They could start at least 4 other dudes off the bench. That's how deep the Rams go. But Taylor Britt is back. They were 1-3 without him to end the season. And Sean McDonald slides over into that guard spot. Walter Brown, he'll have a say in the matchup defensively with Keelan Boone. Kyle Bowen is great on the glass, as is Toei Smith-Milner. And their head coach is Quinn Clinton. He also caught up with Casey.
Coach, coming into this game, the Rams are welcoming a couple players they haven't had in a while. A bit of a losing streak without Taylor Britt and Tama Isaac, but how do you look to bring them back into the lineup smoothly, and what are you hoping to get out of that impact?
Yeah, well, we're really looking forward to having them back in the lineup. They bring a whole nother level of pace to our team, and we've had a great week of practice with them, so yeah, we're just looking forward to having them out there again.
Looking at this Sharks team, vastly different from the team you smashed twice during the regular season. How do you see them being different with Sam Timmins in the lineup, and how do the Rams need to play today to lessen that impact of this squad? Yeah,
I think it's just playing to our identity, playing fast, looking to push the pace, make some misses. Yeah, he certainly added some rim presence and doing a great job on the board. So yeah, just going to have to match that on both ends, and can't wait to get out there and compete.
Well, these stats, when you look at them, quite benign because they are what they do on the regular season, but very lopsided regular season games between these two teams.
Yeah, but a completely different Sharks team than we saw earlier, and a different Rams team. No CJ Penna, among others, and certainly not playing at that same level. You look at the scoring, the Rams, one of the top scoring teams in the competition. The Sharks, middle of the pack, but they have been lifting as of late. The defense for the Sharks has been getting better. They've been doing a much better job on the half court, but it's these efficiency percentages the Rams need to be wary about. The Sharks, the best three-point shooting team in the league. When they get hot, they can clear points in a hurry. And then those rebounds. That Rams team has been the best on the glass all season long, but the Sharks, with Alec and Timmons together, they can be any big front lines kryptonite.
Yeah, the offensive rebounding percentages are elite for these two teams coming into this game. But two elite guards who'll go head-to-head. First up, Caleb Asbury. He has been sensational of late, especially against the Tuatara. As I said, 16 of 18 from the floor on the home floor of the Southland Sharks. His numbers have been special only because he knows what this league is about now, and he came back to prove a point.
And I personally like Asbury better when he's not looking for his shot first. Right? He's looking to facilitate early. When he comes out and has 7 assists at halftime and 11 for the game, I think that's when the Sharks are at their best. But he has that ability to score. If the Rams sleep on him, he's going to get free.
He and Taylor Britt will have a great matchup. Taylor Britt, as we said, didn't feature after about a month or so of basketball missed. They went 1-3, but Taylor Britt, he's the key to the engine.
He can be a scorer, he can be a facilitator, and he is always a top-flight defender. What he does against Asbury in the half court and full court is going to be key for slowing down the Sharks. And if he can get up to his highest level offensively right away, it's going to be a very tough Rams team to slow down.
And you, Casey, caught up with both these guards before we went to air as well.
Taylor, coming against a Sharks team that is vastly different than the last couple of times that you've met them. What is the key to slowing this team down now, who's just been on a great winning streak coming into the semifinals?
Yeah, for sure. They're playing a lot better basketball since the last time we played them. They got Sammy and Braden in to give them a bit more depth, but it just looks like they're playing with a lot of confidence and a lot of energy, so it should be a good game.
Speaking about a lot of confidence and energy, Caleb Asbury coming off his season high and shooting a fantastic percentage. What's the key for you and the Rams to try and slow him down and lessen his effectiveness coming off a big game?
Yeah, just make his job tough, pick him up full court, show him bodies in the full court, and it's a team job, not just one person.
Well, a big game today coming up against a point guard that's reintegrating to the lineup. Taylor Britt gives them a different look. How does that change a team, and how do you hope to disrupt that flow that they're going to get with him?
Hopefully, we're hoping he doesn't come in and make too much impact because he hasn't played in a minute because of the concussion. But I don't think it really changes too much because I feel like we've been preparing for him too. So I don't think it really changes too much, honestly.
What has changed quite a bit is the Southland Sharks from the first two matches against this Rams team. Didn't go well in that, but how is the Sharks team different, and how is that going to impact the game today in the semifinals?
I really feel like it starts from the beginning of the year when everybody counted us out, you know, you being one, you know.
He's got it. I got the Sharks. Oh, you lost it. You lost it, but the Sharks were there.
Frank had Sharks at 10.
So, that's true.
We're here to change that. We're here to change all that narrative about everything. And I mean, it's not no hate to you. You know, it's all love at the end of the day. But you know, we're here to change something, and that's why I came back to change something.
Moles, how dare he use my own words against me? Well, here we have Taylor Britt. Averaging, you see how close it is. Britt and Asbury, I think what Taylor Britt is able to do across it is going to be key. So looking at those rebounds per game, the field goal percentages, going to be very interesting if Taylor Britt is his best offensively or if Caleb Asbury is going to be effective and vice versa. Can Taylor Britt slow down what he's bringing?
15.8 points a game up against 15.7. And we are ready for tip-off between these two teams. Callum Welsh, Ryan Jones and Hayden Pipe will have this call as your barter card referees. And Casey Takar Cooper will have a save from deep, I imagine. He is a very, very good scorer. He went south for minutes and he's found it with the Sharks. What they haven't found is any success against the Rams over the last 3 seasons. And to be fair, it was tough sledding for a couple of those seasons for the Sharks, but they are looking good, and that's the reason why they are here for this one on your Saturday afternoon. And our little ball presenter is Mason James, 9 years old, from Waitakere School. He plays for the Bulls, his Waitakere School Bulls. Favourite player is Kai Isaac, and the Sharks still in front with that live poll, thanks to good health. And it will be Tahi Smith-Milner and Josiah Alec, the league MVP, to get us going here. It will be the Sharks with the ball. Caleb Asprey with it.
I'm really interested to see what the defensive matchups. We have Brown right there on Asbury, if he's going to stay there, if they're going to bring Taylor Britt in later.
They instantly double Timmins on the catch. They find Isaac, who's on the floor already. Boone has it. 6 to shoot. Boone going to the left. Great contest from Walter Brown, and that is the matchup. In fact, Casey, that's just one of multiple matchups. Brown and Boone.
But it actually looks like the Rams are going to come out with Walter Brown on Caleb Asbury. We'll see if that sticks. But there's a lot of options for the Rams to go on these scores. But I think the number one option they want to stop scoring is Keelan Boone.
It's Walter Brown to the cup. Boone, good defense, controls the defensive glass.
Gonna have to be careful in that area. This Rams team is relentless attacking the O boards, and they do it from everywhere, not just the bigs.
It's going to be a Britt Cooper matchup to begin this game. McDonald will get the switch on Cooper. They run an action for him. There's the pick and pop play with Josiah Alec.
It's going to stay here.
He's rejected, and it will be Sharks ball after the Cooper miss.
The Sharks, early in games, they really don't mind working that ball around, letting everybody get a touch. But I think as this one goes along, they're going to certainly have to try and find ways to get Boone and Asbury going.
Keelan Boone on the corner. Alec on the offensive glass. On the weak side, getting around Kyle Bowen.
That's a tremendous rebound. He just goes through the box out of Bowens. Well, it wasn't as physical as it needs to be, but you have to be locked into Josiah Alec every single second he's on the floor.
Here is Bowen getting to the cup. Nice setup from Sean McDonald as well.
Beautiful screen there, setting his body up against Timmins. Timmins saying somebody called that out. Just too easy for Bowen getting into that spot and floating it home. Tahi Smith-Milner defended up there.
Cooper again. Has it blocked by Tahi. He tells him about it as well. Here comes Taylor Britt. Side to Smith-Milner. McDonald, the Australian, All-Star 5 selection. Milner bobbled it. Can they get it back? It's Cooper in the play early here.
And Tahi Smith-Milner's shooting ability is going to be a challenge for Sam Timmins. He likes to stay in the paint to defend that post, but he's going to have to get out there and dissuade those three-point shots as this one goes along.
Asprey with a turnover.
It's going to be key for the Sharks team to be disciplined. Those are kind of turnovers they can't have against the Rams. You can't give them free possessions. You have to be efficient with your offensive game.
Because there's such high usage, Caleb Asprey does have the tendency to turn the ball over. There's Taylor Britt, death taxes, and his mid-range game from the elbow.
And if he finds space in there, he's always going to let that one fly. And if that forces Timmins up, there's going to be other things opening up on the roll.
Going with Cooper early. And Tahi Smith-Milner gets all of Tukaha Cooper and his whānau.
He crushed his head there. I'll be interested to see if the officials talk about this being impossible and sportsmanlike. I thought he just came down on it hard, but they're not going to chat about it. But let's look at it again. Tahi Smith-Milner goes for the fake and is completely out of the position. And watch the power he comes down on the big fella. That is, I'll tell you one thing about Tahi Smith-Milner. That's a whole lot of man coming down on the top of you.
That is a big human. Cooper makes the first, Tukaha Cooper.
Aggressive early. They've gotten 3 shots to Tukaha Cooper. I like that he hasn't turned them down, and I like that he's attacking the rim. But certainly, if there's a player that the Rams want to see shooting it, it's Cooper out of that front line.
Average 38% from deep against the Sharks in the 2 regular season meetings. Both blowouts in favor of the Rams. As Britt was given room, this is that.
Pretty fortunate, I think, there. You go under that too many times, he's probably going to knock down the majority.
Asprey. Inside to Alec. Alec saves it at half court. To Timmins, bobbled away. That Rams defense again. Taylor Britt puts the brakes on. Sharks do well to get back. Walter Brown travelled with it.
Well, he should have taken that shot, had plenty of space to do it, but thought the better of it after he goes in. A couple of early subs, Smith Milner and McDonald head to the bench as Max Darling and Kaya Isaac come in. And
yeah, you take a tall black and a boomer off and you just bring on 2 tall blacks.
Well, Kaya Isaac had his best games of the season against the Sharks team, 27 points and 24 points. By far his biggest scoring outputs during the regular season.
Timmins up high. Bowen will have his hands full, but he'll be up for the challenge with this one. Sam Timmins on the baseline. Brings it down with authority.
Oh, beautiful spin off the contact. Bowen tried to get heavy.
Trans 3 from Darling. Tipped out.
It's going to be a foul on Brown.
And it's going to be Walter Brown picking up that one. Sam Timmins had a buzzer beat up, and you see here.
Look at this. Look at that spin.
It's great use of the body without using the arm to hook.
But it's all, you have to understand who you're guarding, and Bowen doesn't have a ton of familiarity with Timmins. Timmins loves that baseline spin, either direction. That's where he's trying to get to. Bowen's got to be a bit more prepared for that move onto that side of the shoulder.
One person who appreciated the sky hook from Timmins against the Tuatara, Alex Pledger, former Sharks player as well, loved the sky hook that Timmins had to beat the buzzer. Ooh. Another foul, and this time it's going to be on Bowen.
It looked like a clean touch to me from the angle that we're sitting in at, but a bit too much contact for referee of the year, Callan Welsh's liking. And you see it's that hand on the back. When you're touching on the side and still touching from the backside at the same time, that's how you're going to get that foul. If he does it without the hook, he'll get away with it.
Tama Isaac, brother of Kai, younger brother. Might have heard about the under-19 Junior Tall Blacks performance of late. As Timmins got a little hook on the baseline. Superb showing from the JTBs, and there's Tama Isaac, 4th in the world. And second selection team for Tama Isaac in the All-Star 5, and then a foul. This time it's going to be on Josiah Alec.
I think that was Cooper actually reaching in.
That is on Tukai Cooper, my bad.
Yeah, look, Josiah Alec was the point of the attack, but look at Cooper reach in here and just slap at that arm.
Oh yeah, that's Tukai's foul.
Alex certainly going to have his work cut out for him when Darling's looking to attack them, and I like this. Rotate Darling in and really be aggressive against Josiah Alec. The Rams have bodies in the front line they can rotate through. The Sharks don't have that depth up front, so that's going to be a lot on the shoulders of Timmins and Alec. If I'm the Rams, I'm trying to tire them out as this day goes through.
Well, the Rams really do a good job of taking Alec out of his game. They've done it so far early on here. He only averaged 13 points and 7 rebounds, well below his season averages of a double-double as Asprey gets the cup in transition off a mate.
Looking like against the Tuatara, it's really struggling to keep this guy out of the paint right now. He is on a flamer.
Tama Isaac left it short. Alec with the rebound.
Shot was online, but the Rams are in trouble here. Down 3, looks to be more in a second.
Asprey with that high dribble, bringing it down. Corner ball. There's Keelan Boone to Tukai Cooper stepping into that one. Isaac.
Really nice defensive rotation. Forcing him off the line, then rotating over.
That is a strong man's move, and Max Darling has something to look at Josiah Alec about. Those are 2 strong individuals.
Delay of game called on Kyle Bowen for grabbing it out. Look at the strength by Max Darling, straight through him. Attacks, and Bowen gets that little touch there, puts it out.
And the footwork as well from Max Darling. That's a tough finish with the left hand.
So, just an amazing luxury to have that guy coming in and off the bench. He's just a powerful frontline player.
Keelan Boone harassed down the court by Walter Brown. He's saying, this is Keelan Boone, and I got knocked on the elbow about 8 times.
Yeah, I think that went off the Sharks, but benefit of the doubt, they're giving it back to the Sharks, saying that it came off the Rams as Brown and Bowen check out of the ball game.
McDonald back in the game. Ty Smith-Milner.
You see how the Rams early are rotating those bodies through. They go 8-9 deep. The Sharks maybe 7.
McDonald up ahead. Tama Isaac hangs in the air. Alec did well, but he gets his own rebound. Does the younger Isaac.
Look at that dude, man. Fearless, just a straight at the MVP into the body. Doesn't get the first, but the stick-to-itiveness gets it.
Oh, Asprey on the reverse. That's pretty.
Oh, my. That is a thing of beauty. with the left off the glass.
Max Darling driving on Burton, he's fouled. And the Rams can get a lot at the cup at the moment with drives.
I really like Max Darling's attitude on the catch right now. He is going straight to the cup. He saw that matchup. He's like, you're going to guard me with Zoe Burton. I'm getting to the paint, and I'm going to get it done down there because he cannot physically keep me from going where I want to go. There's the replay, doesn't get the finish, but off to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for 2.
Cole Bowen's having a running conversation with Ryan Jones at the moment while the ball is dead. Some play earlier.
He must like Kyle, because if I would have talked to him back like that back when I was playing, I would have already had a tee.
Well, it's probably the language Kyle is choosing to use.
Yeah, it's true, okay.
Yeah, and compared to the language you would choose to use?
I'm an eloquent speaker.
You are in the commentary booth and presenting. On the floor, very direct.
It's it's excitable out there, but not excitable yet. Both teams really locked in. I like this back and forth. Neither team has thrown any haymakers yet, but we've seen quite a few jabs.
Braden Inga in the game for the Sharks off the bench.
Look at the speed of Asbury.
Asbury's keen to get there, and he does with ease.
Look at that clever finish. Switches hand, goes, just chucks it up off the right at full pace.
Here's McDonald going the other way. Left hand blocked by Keelan Boone.
Speak about full pace. Up and back we go.
Asbury now pulls up for 3. Kaya Isaacs off and running, has Darling ahead of him. He'll just back down and use the footwork and loses the handle. And Boone has it. Asbury now, he's away. 3-on-2. Drops it off to Inga. That's pretty from Caleb Asbury.
He's got the goggles on. He sees his teammates. The Rams need to stop gambling against him in the front court. They need to keep him in between him and the basket. When you give him that full running lane, he's dangerous.
Caleb just looked at you and went, let's go. It's Casey Frank. McDonald, back of the iron. Tama gets it to Tohi. Here's Sean McDonald driving. Oh, pretty.
Well, Caleb Asbury needs to concentrate on the defense on that possession. Got a little bit out of luck on that offensive rebound. And that pressure from the Rams, it is causing problems, but it's also opening up these fast break opportunities. They need to stay in front, can't gamble.
So Burden. Here's Asbury. 8 to shoot. Burden in the corner. Averages 40 from deep on the season.
How about an assist from Asbury? That thing was on a frozen rope right to Zoe Burton for the triple.
Oh, great ball reversal to Ty Smith-Milner. Can't get that to go down. Inga cleans it all up. Rams 0 for 6 from deep. Burton. Oh, knocks down back-to-back threes. The Sharks ahead of play, and Quinn Clinton calls time. He's looking at you.
He's looking at me and said, I told you.
He said, let's go again. I love it.
Hit me with the I told you. How about Zoe Burton back-to-back triples? The Rams really struggling in transition defense right now. This full court pressure is opening up opportunities for the Sharks, who you thought were going to come in and work the half court, but right now they are working that transition game.
It's just scout stuff right now. We've been beat right hand 3 times. Okay, on right-hand drives. Keep it in front. Asbury up the floor. Give him a cushion. Like, play that inbounds hard. Then you got to cushion him. Okay, keep him in front. The other guys you can work. He's the only one comfortable bringing it. Good job getting after Timmons. Build off that. Okay. Offensively here, we've got a 22. Okay, 22 for Sean. Stay at the rim. Okay, stay at the rim. Play inside out here. Okay, we're okay. Let's go, man. All right, fellas. Hey, you're gonna have to play through fouls right now. Okay, be strong with the ball. Play for the and one, not the foul. Here we go.
That's on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Get your large cheese pizza for just $25.99. Use that QR code. The online code is South Playoffs 25. And let's go to Nick Bewley, who's listening to the Sharks timeout.
Cheers, Miles. Yeah, very simple message from Coach Jonathan Yim. He just loves the intensity. He says, stay relentless. He's loving the energy, loving the enthusiasm. The one instruction, though, rally back on defense. Get there and try and limit the Rams' second chance opportunities off the glass.
That relentless energy from the Sharks, they're going to have to temper it. This is a long game. They're going to have to, not going to be as deep as the Rams. And I really like what Quinn Clinton's saying. Give Caleb Asbury that cushion. Pressure, but give him space.
Here's Inga. Coach Jonathan Yim in the pre-game, as we've seen the Sean McDonald steal and finish. What the hesitation was that?
The super slow step. Asbury's athleticism got outfoxed by the footwork of McDonald.
Jonathan Yim said, we've been waiting for this opportunity to beat the best. You've got to go through them. And you want to get into it as Josiah Alec gets the roll.
With the left, he loves that left hand. That's a difficult shot against the bigger Tohi Smith-Milner, but he displays his soft touch.
3 subs rotating in for Quinn Clinton. We've got Brett Bowen and Brown about to come in as the Sharks again do well on the glass to hold off the Canterbury Rams. 3 offensive rebounds apiece in this game as Kai Isaac picks up Asbury, gets it over just in time. Anger looking to drive after getting Darling rubbed off on a screen, and again, Sharks come up empty-handed. Here's Tama Isaac. McDonald driving left hand. A lot of contact. Josiah Alec went straight up. And there is Alec Tutukaha Cooper. 3 ball. That's good. Oh, and the Sharks have a 12-point lead.
They are now 3 for 7 from behind the arc at 43%. They led the league in 3-point shooting during the season at 37. Above that now, conversely, the Rams 0 for 7 from behind the arc.
Tama Isaac in and out. Asbury with another rebound. 15 rebounds to 10. The Sharks controlling the glass. Here's Asbury touching the paint. Over Smith-Milner. And Caleb Asbury gets another bucket.
He is feeling it.
He's got 8.
He's got 8, and he is 22 for 25 from his last 25 shots over these last 2 games.
Yeah, he's 4 of 5 in this one. Shot clock is off to end the first quarter. It's been the Sharks' quarter as Ty Smith-Milner. 3 ball off, and that will do it. And it is going to be a Sharks quarter to remember. They lead 28 to 14. And let's go to Nick Bewley, who is with Zoe Burden.
Thanks, Miles. On Lonzo Burden, 28-14 explosive start. You've continued your 3-point shooting efficiency. What's working so well for this Southland unit?
I think we're just playing well as a team. We're sticking to the game plan, and we're playing hard. We know it's a tough crowd to play in front of, tough place, and we're just bringing everything to semi-final. Do or die.
Strong start, well done.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Quarter time here at Cowles, and it's all Sharks so far. 28-14 through the opening 10.
(28-14), the Sharks with a lead. Let's go to Coach Jonathan Yim. You said pre-game you've been waiting for this one, Jonathan Yim. What do you like so far about your first quarter?
I like our physicality. I like our energy right from the start. You know, they're really feeling us everywhere. The refs are kind of letting us play, so that's pretty good for both teams. You know, we got to do it again. You know, you can't do it just for one quarter. You got to do it the entire game.
A lot of freedom in transition right now for the Sharks, but in that half court, where are you looking to attack as this game goes along and those transition opportunities dry up?
You know, we have a lot of options right now. We're just trying to find the hot hand. You know, if we have an opportunity, hold on, come on, Key. Knock it down.
Appreciate your time, Coach, and good luck for the rest of the game.
Thanks, guys.
It's tough to keep the thought process when you're trying to score or get the buckets.
No, I appreciate that. I always love the fact that they take the time to have a chat with us mid-game. Privilege, absolute privilege. Also, love the fact he wears his 27 Argyle sweaters.
Fantastic story about that.
And then he wears them because his grandmother loved that look on him. And then because he and his wife, Jonathan Yim, and his wife moved all the way to Invercargill to coach this team. And he brought a piece of his family with him in 27 Argyle jerseys. He wears one different in every game. And it's just a little shout out to his grandparents who are no longer with us.
Surprised you went with the red in Canterbury.
Maybe that's the trigger.
A little intimidation.
I like it.
I'm in your house. I'm wearing your colors. What you going to do about it?
He's so respectful in the social tile that they put out with a quote by the coach, and paid respect to what the Rams are. Terrific organisation, terrific team. But he said, we've been waiting for this. That's probably the most authoritative thing I've read all season long from everybody, because the coaches and the players are so respectful. They don't want to give any fuel to the fire. But this is just one game.
This is what it's all about. If you can't get up for this, you can't get up. And 70 days they've been waiting to play this team again. And you can tell they're relishing the moment.
Yeah, they lost 128-79 on May 3rd. The last time they played, the other time they played way back in March. It's Taylor Britt. Finds it all the way to Sean McDonald, who drops it off to Kyle Bowen. And Bowen is fouled. Maybe that conversation with Ryan Jones helped, because Ryan Jones saw the foul. And it will be Kyle Bowen going to the cup.
Beautiful drop off by McDonald. And we see Boone comes in and gets that elbow, takes it out. Bowen unable to get the finish, but off to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. And the Rams need to find some inroads offensively. The efficiency is not there. They're at 27% from the field right now. Sharks defense has been tremendous, but most impressive, they've forced the Rams into 0 for 9 from deep. They're yet to hit from beyond the arc.
Sharks opponents' three-point percentage all season long, 32%. And I had a look at the advanced stats, Casey, and for the month of June into the playoffs, the Southland Sharks have been the #1 true shooting percentage team and effective field goal percentage team, which is basically two stats that you probably don't really care about, but it really shows what the value is for each shot they take, and whether or not it's a three or a free throw with a true shooting percentage, they have been clicking offensively.
Yeah, and it's about efficiency. If you can use less shots to get more points, you're going to win games. And right now, they are playing a ridiculously efficient brand of basketball.
That's not efficient. As little static plays broken up, and Walter Brown can't finish, but Bowen's fighting for it, but Alex too strong, and he gets the rebound.
The Sharks defense is physical at the rim. They are not giving up anything. They're forcing him into makes, and the Rams aren't executing those finishes.
Good position, but a poor entry pass, a kick ball from Ty Smith-Milner there. A little too low for Timmins, but it will stay with Southland. Three-time NZNBL champions. Last title coming for the Sharks in 2018.
And a golden run during the 2010s. Fantastic coaching down there. Really did a great job of attracting talent. And it looks like they found that formula again.
Cooper off balance across the lane. That's pretty. Tukar Cooper. Stays fun at 8.
Stays aggressive. They're leaning off him a little bit, and he is making him pay for it.
Ragged, and it will be Southland Sharks. That is another turnover. It's just a third for the Rams, but it feels like everything is difficult at the moment once they get in that half-court set.
Yeah, it's just so hard to score for them. 26% from the floor right now. This is not the team that we've seen all season long. They're a much more efficient squad coming into this game. But right now, they're just unable to do it. When you look during the season, they had the second best effective field goal percentage.
Again, it's Tukar Cooper. Walter Brown giving it up to Taylor Britt. Bowen through the middle. Sets the screen. Britt lost it. Keeler Boone on the floor. Alec again on the floor. The desire from the Sharks. Here's Sam Timmins waiting for Asprey. Puts it up and in, and it's a 16-point lead.
Rams are just getting outworked at the moment. Play after play. We're seeing the Sharks get to the ground first. Alec, he wants it more. He goes, he gets it. He gets that pass off. Brown's back. The rest of the Rams not hustling back. And all that energy we saw from the Rams early when they were rotating through bodies and they were pushing. Well, right now in the second quarter, the Sharks look like the stronger team. They have taken that challenge and with a tighter rotation have met the challenge up to this point and are playing with great efficiency and energy.
This is an elimination game, semi-final number 1, but I've seen this before from the Rams. They get down early and they will track you down. They'll run you down, the Rams, but this Southland Sharks team is a different outfit. And Taylor Britt gets in and puts it over Sam Timmins there.
Somebody has to get aggressive for the Rams and start putting this offense on their shoulders. A chance for an 8-second call, should have been it.
Just got it over. But a turnover, a little bit of justice there for the Rams. Bowen with authority.
And that's the 5th turnover for the Sharks. They need to be a little bit more disciplined with that basketball. This carelessness is going to allow the Rams to stick around.
Still a Sharks 12-point lead. Asprey finding Alec. Great ball movement. Nice help from Brown across. And Darling can't quite save it, so it stays with the Sharks.
Great energy from Alec. He misses the shot. Well, but sometimes you miss shots. What you don't have to miss when you're him is the energy. He fights for the basketball afterwards. He goes to get it on the glass. Doesn't retain possession, but keeps it for the squad. He's already got 6 rebounds in this game.
Chukar Cooper. Shot clock was at 12 to start the play. Timmins eyes into the corner. Keelan Boone. Alec on the glass, ripped away by Darling. That's the effort the Rams need on the glass. Up ahead to Brown. Brown rolls it in.
Fantastic fast break execution. That kick ahead off the rebound, the fast kick ahead. That's how you break down the Sharks defense. They're stout in the half court right now, but get there before they set up.
Asprey. Whose ball is that? That's the Sharks ball.
Yeah, off the hand of Taylor Britt, off that rebound, and it tips it out. There's nobody's getting the ball on this side of half court. Look at all these guys are saving their energy. Josiah Alec goes for the run. Good for MVP and doing the extra work.
Well, no, Josiah Alec, if he's not in the game, which is a rare thing, he's on the watt bike, keeping warm. And I guess when you play at ILT Stadium Southland, it's probably a good idea, or do you respect?
He doesn't look like he takes that long to get warm. I think he'd be okay.
Timmins. Oh, that's pretty. Just couldn't get the roll.
Sam Timmins.
I think he's a guard in a big man's body sometimes.
With the around-the-world little touch there. Doesn't quite get it. I love the effort, but that's what I just go through Walter Brown. You're the biggest, strongest guy on the court. And then the fight between him and Bowen, 50-50 call, goes the way of the Rams. Big possession here, 6 minutes left. Can they get it back within that 10-point that deficit? And what will the Sharks' response be?
Tama Isaac bringing it up for the Rams. Zoe Burden on him. Touches the paint, puts it up. Tough shot over everybody. And it's another Sharks stop. With a 10-point lead. Asprey. And an offensive foul. Just stuck the hip out, did Sam Timmins. And I was about to say just how different this Sharks offense is without the offensive foul. With Timmins in it, just that big body. Doesn't even have to be doing much. Just setting screens, he's so active and he creates such a presence.
Yeah, it's his gravity in the low post. You have to respect him because he's going to crash the glass. If he gets the touch, he can torch one-on-one matchups. And then as a screener, that's a big body that creates space for Asbury and Boone when it comes off. Completely changed the offensive outlook of the Sharks.
Walter Brown spinning, too strong.
The Rams keep talking to the refs, but these calls are going both ways. It's a tough game.
Asprey gets the bump, and he'll head to the Chemist Warehouse line to shoot 2 free throws. Just the 3rd and 4th attempt coming up for the Sharks in this game.
And Asbury, when he gets this run up, when he's got that speed, He's been nearly impossible to stop. He's got 10 points on 5 for 7 from the field. But when he's got the ball in half court and they're staying in front of him, he hasn't been quite as successful. But on these little fast breaks and those mini semi-transition opportunities, if the defender's not in front of him, he gets that momentum. That's when he becomes so much more dangerous.
Caleb Asbury can't get the roll on the first one. Played at Texas State, Oklahoma State, played in the UK, in the Czech Republic as well. And Caleb Boone on the offensive glass. He misses that three.
And this is uncharacteristic of the Rams. Mixed box out there by Darling. Just not quite at that razor's edge sharpness that they need to be.
Boone now 1 for 7. He's 0 for 4 from downtown. Walter Brown stepping through. Anger, got a hand to it. Rams just expecting a call every now and again. I think that's what's stopping them. The effort from the Sharks is greater at the moment in this first half. Alec knocking down the three, and that extends the lead back to 13. Timeout. Quinn Clinton and the Rams.
Wow.
And Cowles is
silent.
quiet.
Silent. This trim has gotten silent. The Sharks have shut it down. Josiah Alec catch and shoot. Tohi Smith-Milner with a slow closeout. The 4th triple of the game for the Sharks at 33%. Alec with 7 points, 6 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. It was just 4 shots for him. The efficiency of the scorers right now. Asbury 5 for 7 for his 10 points. Alec 3 out of 4 for his. Boone not shooting great, but overall the Sharks offense rolling.
All going right hand. Can we fucking have one guy who can just keep him in front and keep him off his right hand, okay? All right, so little things right now. Missing box outs, loose ball.
Let's have a listen to Jonathan Yim.
Just keep the
there we go, Jonathan Yim.
Verticality and stuff like that.
Right now they're making a big emphasis on getting Walter Brown downhill. Yeah. So if you're guarding him and he's in the ball screen, you have to be ready to talk out everything. Like it or not, just talk it out.
Look, we're going motion reverse here for Braden. This is the play we ran. Zoe, pistol, right? Come through. Caleb, bring it down. Josiah, come get Braden coming around. Okay, here we go.
And if you love basketball,
Finish the quarter, let's go.
I just have to apologize for the language.
well, yeah, you can apologize for language, but don't apologize for Members Weekend.
Segue.
Exclusive membership offers on display from all the teams. Use that QR code and see what your team is offering. Only this weekend for those exclusive offers. The schedule is online now. It all tips off September 27th. Get your Hoops Summer fix in with GJ Gardner Homestow Ihi Basketball Aotearoa.
There are some big names coming to play in that league. Back underway, 13-point lead for the Sharks. Tama Isaac. And then a reach-in foul, Caleb Asbury. And maybe these are the kind of fouls that the Rams weren't getting. Maybe they might start to get them now.
Well, there has been a lot of reaches and a lot of slaps, but that's what finals basketball is about. There's going to be more contact. Take another look at it. And I mean, that's not, what do you,
yeah.
How can you think that's not a foul? How can you think that's not a foul?
No, they definitely got the right call. Not that saying it was going to be a wrong call. Tama Isaac's three's off. Alec with another board.
0 for 10 from behind the arc. The Rams are just not hitting today.
The MVP of the league, Alec, 7 and 6. Now he's going to work on Smith-Milner. Single coverage, left hand, off the glass. And he might have just tweaked an ankle there, perhaps, or a knee.
Yeah, he'll be all right. It looks like a little ankle tweak.
McDonald, too strong, missing. Wide open, wide open layups.
I mean, just blows that layup. That is a bunny that just bounces away on him. The Rams are just discombobulated offensively here in the first half.
Just 30% from the floor. And McDonald's 2 of 7. Boone. It's McDonald on his hip, puts up a little runner. And it falls to Burton, and here's Boone for 3 in the corner. Knocks that down, that's his spot. And you can't have him get cooking here at Cowles.
And just his second make of the day on 9 shots.
It's 18.
But it is 20, and it's going to be 20 in a second if this Rams team doesn't find something on this offensive end.
It might be 15. It's not. Asbury with the rebound. They are cold from deep, Casey Frank. They are 0 for 11.
The Sharks doing a great job shutting down the paint and challenging these jump shots. Nothing is easy for the Rams in the first half.
It is a +11 rebound advantage for the Sharks as Alec goes to work, and he's fouled by Smith-Milner. Just too quick on the face-up.
Just real clever basketball from Alec. That last possession, he gets it, and he powers to Smith-Milner. This one, catch, quick rip through. I'm going to use my quickness. Brings it baseline. Just a fantastic response there. Just really thinking the game out and seeing how defenders are on him.
Smith-Milner, Tama Isaac, and Walter Brown sit for Quinn Clinton, Darling, Kai Isaac, Bowen, Taylor Britt with Sean McDonald out there as Alec goes to the line. Tremendous season for Josiah Alec. He was only supposed to play half the season. And then he was convinced, or they convinced him, or he wanted to stay.
Well, the thought, I think, originally was that Sam Timmons is going to come in, and he'll become our big. Alec will take care of it, and then we're going to bring in another guard. But they saw the way this team worked together. As we see Bowen saying he's getting pushed, but the ball stays with the Sharks. Rams need to stop talking to these officials, start talking to their teammates, and start fixing out what's happening on the court. Quinn Clinton calls another timeout because I think he feels the same way. I would say, and we got a stand-up timeout. This is a...
This is the flamethrower coming right now.
The way this happens is, this means that our cameras and our audio can't go in there. So the reason that's happening right now is because Quinn Clinton is just letting them know, this is not on. We're down 18 points, and we're talking to officials. We thank him for going to this and sparing you at home for the language.
He's asking them, you can just see, he's asking, do they want it? Do you need to play like this, or do you want to go to the final?
And this is the time to do it. 3 minutes in the half, down 18. They need to do it immediately.
That's a great timeout from Quinn Clinton. It really is. Because there's still 3 minutes to go. You cut this lead closer to 10 than you are right now. And you head into halftime, and you come out of halftime and you fire up. And you know Jonathan Yim, the coach, he knows what that timeout was about. He's preparing his troops at the other end.
And you look at the hustle stats. Rebounds, 28-15 right now. The free throw attempts, they're okay. But the turnovers, 5-6, the Sharks just outworking the Rams. And that's not something that is said many times this season.
Well, 9 offensive rebounds, Casey. That's what they average on the season. Asprey tries to find Alec there, but it's broken up. And that's a good stop from the Rams out of that timeout. Let's see what they do with the response from Quinn Clinton. Stand-up timeout. Brett with all the time in the world. Again, they can't hit a three. 0 for 12 at their own gym.
Great looks. I mean, you can't ask for a better look like that. There's no one within 6 feet of them. They're just unable to find the range.
Asprey happy to walk this one out. Here comes Alec. Inside. They got him on the switch. Josiah Alec, that is such a clever play. They brought Zoe Burden up as well. Confused the Rams defense, got the smaller guard, and just the leaping ability of Alec just to clean that up.
Big boy basketball, baby. You're gonna come down to the post, best be ready.
Oh, Sean McDonald finally hit a three.
That's a miracle. They hit a triple. Finally got one to drop.
Here's Alec kicking it out. Burton, one of the best to do it in the league this season.
You cannot leave that man open in the corner. Anyone else open in the corner except Alonzo Burton.
Darling, nice ball control up high from Max Darling.
A really nice find by McDonald. The penetrating pass and the hard roll by Darling creates that opportunity.
Here's Burton. Cohen on him. Look at this hustle. Who wants it?
Alec wants it every time, no doubt about that.
Kai Isaac. Darling, still plenty of time on the shot clock at 13. And a travel. Just saw the lane. Just too quick.
Well, nice move, but a little happy with the feet before it starts off. The Sharks are enjoying themselves, man. I'll tell you what, there's no pressure on this squad.
No.
The pressure is internal. They're out there enjoying the day, working, out hustling, getting things done. Oh, that's close to a backcourt there.
He just got established back in the backcourt as Asprey slips down, and he looked like he might have tweaked an ankle. Bowen And Walter Brown is
Oh, my
tripped.
God. How is that not a foul? They just tackled Walter Brown, and he's coming across.
And now Keelan Boone looks a little ginger.
They have to call that. It doesn't matter. I don't know if we have a replay of that, but that's Walter Brown has a wide open cut to the basket, and Boone just tackles him, and he's coming through.
Might have cost him.
I think we take a look at it here. He just grabs him.
Oh, knocked the knee, knocked the shin.
Like not calling that foul.
Gotta call that, you're right.
You're just allowing the Sharks to play with a level of physicality that the Rams aren't able to play with right now.
He stepped on his ankle as well. That's a dangerous play. Not intentional, but still a foul, Casey. And Walter Brown, he is furious.
Well, when you're not getting the close calls, and then there's a play like that where you're officially tackled, that's when the frustration rises. Let's head into the Sharks huddle and see how Jonathan Yim wants to deal with this little mini run by the Rams.
So you're in. No, hey, keep in. Let's go. No, we're good. We're good. Here we go. Okay. Hey, you got McDonald. Okay. The key here is on this play, right? As he comes through, remember the inbounder's coming back. You got to push the inbounders coming back. Okay. So you got to get over the top of that one, right? Fight, push it out as much as you can. Okay. Hey, you got everyone's got to help. Bring it in. Let's take some time here, okay? Hey, if you get pressured, we have a player's timeout, okay? Hey, finish the quarter. Here we go. Finish the quarter. Come on.
Well, this is a Sharks team. Comes in and scores around 90 points a game. And at the moment, they are on track. But it's what they're doing to the Rams defensively. 29 points. What did you hear in the Rams timeout, Nick Bewley?
Chess Bowles, yeah, simple message from Coach Quinn Clinton. Leave the refs, focus on us. They want to continue with that physicality, but control the physicality.
Let's see how they finish this second quarter. Under a minute to go. Timmins with those long arms, bats it out of bounds. And stays with the Rams with 20 seconds on the shot clock still.
That was a nice little set. That was going to be a wide open look. Had that not been tipped. Solid defense.
McDonald looking for somebody, and again it's tipped, and it's just stagnant at the moment. Let's see what they can do here. Just in a bit of a bind is Sean McDonald, just so far in that corner. It's tough angles everywhere. Out to Bowen, looking for the handoff. McDonald turns the corner. Darling for three. Max Darling, nothing but net.
A couple of big hits late after an 0 for 12 start, 2 for 2. Now they need to string some stops together in this final minute to give themselves a chance.
Kyle Bowen picks up the Rams' third team foul. That's a smart one from Kyle Bowen, to be honest.
You don't mind it at that point in the game. He does pick up his second personal foul, but still a long way to go play for him. But you want to play with a little bit more physicality. Oh, actually, you want to play with a little bit more physicality. You want to just make these guards feel like they can't dribble wherever they want, whenever they want.
Max Darling all over Josiah Alex, flirting with half court line. The MVP picked up his dribble. And then a foul. Sean McDonald.
And those are the fouls where you see that kind of defense on every possession all over. So the Rams start to get a little frustrated again, and that's where it becomes tough for them not to listen to their coach and not to lay off the refs, because they feel they're looking at this possession. They're saying, well, I mean, to me, there's nothing in that. That's defense we've seen on every possession, pretty much the entire game.
That is the Rams' fourth foul. Sharks have 14 fouls. 30 seconds to go. Takar Cooper knocking down Brett. Nice defense, but again,
still hasn't hit the rim. 4 seconds on the shot clock.
Alec needs to put it up. He does. McDonald with it. Shot clock is off.
15 points the difference now. If this gets down to 13 or 12, it would be a slight little moral victory for the Rams.
Halftime can do great things or funny things to teams. And we got a foul on.
This could be free throws for Taylor Britt. So Tukaha Cooper, coming off that screen, basically just hit Taylor Britt in the face. And just a common foul. You see, watch it swings around, that chop to the face there as he's coming around. A very delayed fall.
And it is a flop warning.
Are you kidding me?
They asked for it. Zoe Burden asked for it, and he got it.
They called a foul on the shot. How can it be a foul and a flop?
There's a flop
That makes zero sense. He's shooting free throws on it, and he got karate chopped in the face.
And then it's Zoe Burden's foul. So he fouls McDonald there, but before that,
wow,
Cooper sold it, whacked him in the face, Taylor Britt, and Taylor Britt has been called for the flop warning, but Taylor Britt's like, I got hit in the face, man.
My mistake. I thought they called the foul on Britt. I didn't see the foul down low, but unfortunate for the officials there. They missed that one. Sometimes you think there's no contact, and he's selling it, but it is. That, you know, that is. I thought the foul was called. That was my incredulousness. But if there's no foul called, then that's the way they see it.
I don't know about you, man, but this Saturday afternoon's pretty good. I don't know if I'm going to make it a Bed Bath & Beyond later, but I'm enjoying this first half of basketball.
It's a really good Saturday.
It's really nice.
I don't know if we'll have time.
13-point lead for the Sharks. 47-34. And a BNZ player timeout called. And BNZ player timeout, I believe, will be extended into the Tauihi season, Casey Frank?
As far as I know, yeah. Hopefully we're not breaking news there. I might have to write a press release later.
Actually, I'd love for you to write a press release. Just to make life a
thanks to the BNZ, inspiring basketballers all over Aotearoa.
Yeah, they did a great job letting you get tickets to the big games all across the regular season. BNZ, a proud supporter of basketball across the Motu.
The Rams had a sub going in, but on a player timeout, no subs are allowed.
Yeah,
Britt has to stay in.
No coach interaction on those BNZ player timeouts. 30 seconds, players only. You advance the ball. 2.4 to go. Half-time coming up. Keelan Boone with an impossible angle. And it will be the Sharks and Boone heading to half-time with a 13-point lead. 47-34. What a half of basketball. The Southland Sharks bringing it into the Cowles Stadium cauldron.
The Sharks have brought the physicality and brought the energy. Let's hear what Kyle Bowen and the Rams have to say. And he's over there with Nick Bewley.
Cheers, Casey. Kyle Bowen down by 13. There's a real discrepancy on the rebounding at the moment as Biggs. What do you got to do better in the second half?
Yeah, just kind of wake up to playoff basketball. You know, refs are putting the whistle away. They're letting us play physically. So, yeah, we just got to bring a second half. Our bigs got to do a better job for sure.
And I know this roster is built around three-point shooting. Haven't been shooting at that level you'd like so far, but are you getting the looks?
Yes and no. Inside out has been the way we've been playing and the way we've been finding success all year. So we got to keep pressure on the rim, and then we'll find open threes that way.
Good luck for the second half. Now bring in our Cowles NBL MVP, Josiah Alec, 11 points there in the first. You got to be really pleased, particularly with the first quarter, the intent that you came out with.
Yeah, I mean, both times we played them this regular season, I mean, they straight up punked us. Like, there's no better way to put it. So we came into this game knowing full well what to expect physicality-wise, and obviously upgrading, having Sam and Braden this time with us has really helped just pack an extra punch down low. And so we just made a big emphasis all week, that really this whole year, everything is about beating the Rams. If we want to win a championship, we got to go through the Rams. And so that's what we've been focused on. And right now we're getting to see some of that byproduct. We still got 20 minutes left to play.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a 40-minute game, obviously, so how important is it you don't rest on your laurels? Is it more of the same?
Yeah, no, you cannot get comfortable against this team. They'll cut a 20-minute deficit in 5 minutes. I mean, a 20-point deficit in 5 minutes. So, I mean, no one in that locker room is feeling good, patting themselves on the back yet. We're definitely happy with the way this first half went, but it just kind of shows what we got to do to maintain it, because we had about a 20-point lead up until that last few minutes, and then they cut it down to 13 now. So we just got a lot of work to do.
Appreciate your time. All the best for the second half. Josiah Alec there, and Kyle Bowen as well, Moles.
What a first half of basketball from the Southland Sharks. Straight out of Invercargill and into Cowles Stadium, and they have an upset on their hands with 20 minutes to go. We'll be back after the break.
No mai hokumai. Welcome back to Cowles Stadium, and Quinn Clinton and the Canterbury Rams are in an absolute dogfight on their home floor against the Southland Sharks, who have done a fantastic job with Jonathan Yim leading his men south, and they have done a great job out of Invercargill.
They've come out and lifted the game intensity-wise. Their execution has been superior, but more than anything, they just want it more. They're out there beating them to possession. They're bringing the physicality, and the Rams have yet to respond.
Yeah, they certainly have. Caleb Asprey is the head of the snake at times for the Southland Sharks, and his effort and his athleticism has been on show for Southland. He is a player that can just find seams in the key and destroy you with his finishing.
He's been selective. If he gets the opportunity, if he sees a crack, he's going, I'm attacking. But if he doesn't have it, he's okay. He's happy to pass it on, find somebody else. But when the Rams are gambling and they're leaving a little bit of a crack of a window for Asbury to come in and attack, he has been taking it left, right, and center and punishing this Rams defense.
Just looking at the numbers for Caleb Asprey, 10 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists as well. He's been superb. And for the Rams, it has been pretty hard sledding for a lot of them at the moment. A lot of talking to the referees, but Kyle Bowen has been in the middle of it all, looking at the effort that they need more of in this second half coming up.
Yeah, I think some touches inside, not just off the bounce, but inside would be great. He's been fantastic with the energy, out there active, running around, getting in passing lanes, forcing turnovers, but it's the other end of the court where the Rams just need to find more answers. Transition's fantastic, but need to find some level of efficiency in the half court here in the second half.
As you can see the stats, and the Sharks are shooting pretty well, 48%, but they're rebounding. 10 offensive rebounds, Casey Frank.
And that's Alec and Timmons and Boone together. They've been doing the work in there. And those second chance opportunities, when combined with the efficiency that this Sharks team has, is just too much for the Rams to make up. They need to get the out from deep. The one thing that I see in there is a lack of free throw efficiency. That could come to play here late in the second half.
And the offensive rebounds, rather, that is the #1 offensive rebounding team percentage-wise on the Canterbury Rams. And you can have your fans MVP vote. Use that QR code, have your say every day.
Every day, 1 vote a day. Right now, I believe it's Miles Gibson winning, but if you want somebody else in there, you got to get your vote in while you can.
Absolutely. We'll be back after the break. Third quarter coming up at Cowles Stadium. What do the Rams have up their sleeves? Or can the Sharks continue their frenzy at Cowles?
Cowles Stadium has seen 2 championships come their way for the Rams. 2024 and 2023. Can they do a repeat, a three-peat? Can they make it happen? At the moment, they're in a hole and they're down to the Southland Sharks by 13. And one of the reasons why is that MVP effort from Josiah Alec.
He just does so effective with his opportunities. He's not getting a ton of ball in hand, but he's going out there. He's earned it for himself. 11 points, 8 rebounds. He is 5 for 7 from the field, 1 for 2 from deep. The only scratch on his game is 0 for 2 from the stripe. Everywhere else, the effort is superlative. And the MVP is coming out and playing like it again today. 20 minutes from a victory, 13 points the difference. Can they find that same level of excellence over the second half?
What a signing out of Nebraska. Josiah Alec enjoying his time for Jonathan Yim and the Southland Sharks. MVP effort. Sal's NZNBL All-Star 5 selection, of course, for the MVP. And Caleb Asprey will start us here with a smile on his face. And why not? They're enjoying their basketball here in Christchurch. There's Keelan Boone. Can't get the roll. Owen with a rebound, his second.
And when you come out after a tough half and you see that roll go the other way, sometimes defensively like, well, maybe things are starting to just come our way just a bit.
Brett, good switch. Gets it back. Now he's got Timmins with 8. Got the big, broken up by Alec, but it's with Milner, and that's off. And that's Timmins' rebound.
And Toy Smith-Milner is 0 for 4 now overall. All shots from deep. Hasn't really had a clean look. Doing a nice job are the Sharks closing out on him.
Keelan Boone. Oh, knocking down that 3. That's the kind of 3 the Rams usually shoot.
I'll tell you what confidence is. It's 2 for 11 and shooting from 6 feet beyond the arc. He is confident. 8 points for him now.
They get another stop. It's 16.
Great physicality at the rim without fouling. The Sharks have put it on display on every Rams drive today.
Tipped away by Bowen. Here's Brett Takar Cooper. And he just lost his footing. And that's another turnover. And that is their 7th in the game.
Just tripped up on his own feet there. Going into the body of Cooper, who pulls out. And that because he sort of pulled out the chair a little bit, Taylor Britt's footwork wasn't where it needed to be. And another golden opportunity goes wanting.
Boone. Keelan Boone. That long athletic body is Sam Timmins with those long arms of his, and he gets the N1 opportunity. It is so quiet now in this Cowles gym. You can hear the Southland fans, and there's probably about 3 dozen of them.
And there you see that foul. Just Tohi Smith-Milner just reaches for it, and he's upset about it, but it's a foul. Slapping on the arms, that is his 3rd personal foul. As Sam Timmins back to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. He's got 6 points, his first trip from the line.
They had their moments, the Southland Sharks, over the last few seasons, but they've always been out of the 6 contention last couple of seasons. But they've always had championship aspirations. They've got 3 on their shoulder, on their uniforms, and they're looking for number 4, and it will be a quite unlikely championship if they get into the final and win it. But then Caleb Asprey ties them up there, and that will be something that will be playing on their mind. No one gave them a shot to make it this far.
Well, that's a jump ball. That means possession stays, which also means the shot clock doesn't reset. There's just going to be 3.9 seconds left in this possession, and this Sharks team is dominant right now. I mean, it's not even close to the 2 products that are being put on the floor. The Rams have absolutely no solutions for the Sharks equation here today in Cowles Stadium.
Well, the Rams beat them 120-84 in March and 128-79 in May. And it was that beatdown that they gave them that really sparked something in the Sharks. They went on a tear. They made June their month. And now they've come into Cowles and they have a 19-point lead. Smith-Milner looking for his first 3. Nice play, but another miss from deep. And that is now
It's just so hard.
16.
Just so hard for the Rams. Every possession is a workout. They're shooting 32% from the field. They've got 8 assists on their 12 buckets, which is a good percentage, but it's not when you're shooting 32%. They're completely dependent on the pass creating the offense right now and not getting enough penetration.
Nice cut. A little bit ahead of Alec. It's Cooper in the corner. Yeah, those 12 made field goals. The Southland Sharks have 22. Might have 23 here. And they do, and that's another 3. That is a bad man. Josiah Alec with a smile.
The smile's right in Quinn Clinton's face as he's running by. There is salt in the wound, and the Sharks are rubbing it in.
Alec moves to 14. Smith-Milner's gone so cold.
I don't like the bombing away from 3. They have to force this defense to bend, and they're not going to bend when they're just challenging jump shots.
Turnover. Quinn Clinton wants a timeout. Went up high and denied him.
Unbelievable athleticism shown.
McDonald, great defense from Boone. 8 to shoot. McDonald on the sideline. Alec on him. Walter Brown gives it back. McDonald, long 3, another miss, but this time it falls to Brown. He can't get that to go. Britt almost got an offensive rebound over Timmins, but he cleaned it up.
Look, there's nothing wrong with an open 17-footer, but I just would love to see something at the rim. Force this Sharks team to foul. They have 0 right now. You need to force them to adjust somewhere.
Tough angle, turnover. It's not like they're not giving them the ball. At the moment, the Rams get a bucket. And that brings it back to 20.
11th turnover for the Sharks on that one. Which you would have told me they had 11 turnovers halfway through. I would think the Rams are in good shape, but they've made up for it with their energy.
Tukar Cooper puts it down with the drive. What's happened to the Rams defense? It's non-existent at the moment.
Oh, is that? We came into this game, and I thought that the depth of the Rams would come into play. And the energy of that Rams lineup, rotating guys, would wear down this Sharks team. But it's the other way around. The energy of the Sharks has been relentless. It hasn't gone away. And the Rams are coming out of these timeouts puffed, hands on knees. They're the tired team. The Sharks look fresh.
This will be our car over here. Get downhill. Punch blue, good. All right, defensively, we've got to be up. There's no rest right now, okay? No rest, okay? Be up the floor, be disruptive. Defensively, we must communicate, okay? There's got to be more talk. Organize the 2 and the last in our hard shows, okay? On your hard shows, be aggressive on the ball. Up the floor, be aggressive on the ball here, okay? Chip away at this thing. Singles right here, singles.
Reds on 3, 1, 2, 3.
12 months ago, this place saw one of the great elimination games between the Taranaki Airs and the Canterbury Rams. The Airs got so close, and the Canterbury Rams advanced and went on to beat the Tuatara in the grand final. Let's go to Nick Bewley, who was listening into the Southland Sharks.
Yeah, rinse and repeat message from Coach Yim. Just keep your foot on the gas. 11-2 run to start the third. Keep the intensity, keep the enthusiasm. Do not give this Rams team a sniff in their home gym. We are 16 minutes away from something special, but we can't let complacency creep in.
Turnover and a foul. Walter Brown got the bump, and that's going to be on Caleb Asprey. That is his 3rd.
Sorry, his 2nd. I thought Zoe Burton was right above him on the score sheet, so his 2nd. I gave you bad info there, Moles.
It's not like I haven't ever done that to you, man, so it's all good. I appreciate it.
Well, I love how the Sharks are staying aggressive. It is all about keeping the foot on the neck or the foot on the gas paddle, however you want to say it. They cannot step away from this level of aggression.
Darling. Oh, Boone, great defense. Just took the chair out from under Max Darling there. Stays with the Rams, though.
He's a clever defender. He's not the biggest guy in terms of strength, but he's got great length. He's standing there about 6'8", 6'9", long arm span. And when guys like Darling try and muscle up, he's got a lot of cleverness to his game. Love how he stayed effective today. Hasn't shot the ball great, but he's impacting the game. 8 points on 3 of 12 shooting, 4 rebounds. He's got an assist and a couple of steals. And the block as well.
That's a nice 2.5 quarter resume there. Bowen.
That kind of day, man.
They got it back, though.
Just that kind of day for the Rams, though.
Yeah.
They execute it, but can't finish it. It's just not right there where it needs to be.
Walter Brown, 2 for 19 now, the Rams from deep.
Whoosh, that is not pretty.
If you told me that they would be 2 for 19 midway through the third quarter from downtown, I would not believe you. I'd call you a liar.
I would not be surprised that you told me they were down 22 at the same time, though.
Yeah, true. Boone knocking that down!
Did you see Alec underneath against Bowen as well? This team is putting it together, 25 points.
They have 9 threes on 18 attempts.
They lost by 47 and 50 points to this team this year. That is a 75-point turnaround right now.
Isaac finally knocks down a 3 for the Rams.
Can they find some fire? Can they find a little bit of something to inspire them to come back into this game?
They've still got 15 minutes of basketball to go, the Rams. Sharks just have to execute. Bowen with the strip. Tama Isaac. Bowen on the trail. Good defense from Cooper. Kai Isaac. Can he go back to back? He can't. Great hustle. Oh, it's Asprey again. Of course it's Caleb Asprey.
They're just hustling at the right place at the right time, just finding ways to keep it going. And look at Caleb Asbury's having a great time, enjoying things, telling people to calm down, talking to everybody who'll listen, even those who won't. Look at this little save here. Brown tries to get it in. Asbury out of nowhere, just snatches it away. Every time the Rams think they've gained a foot, back come the Sharks to push them back 6 inches.
Carl Bowen has 5 steals. That is an outlier of a stat at the moment.
He's got almost as many steals as he has points. He's got 6.
Asbury with it. Bowen shows hard on that one. Down to 10 now on the shot clock. Again, it's a hard show. Defense is here for the Rams on this possession, but the ball is not falling for them. Anger.
That could be a technical. They already had a flop warning in this game. If that's they gave him a flop warning there, that should have been a T on the flop.
Oh man, the Southland Sharks bench were up wanting that. They're just at the wrong end of the floor, I think, to sell it. Brett bending the Sharks defense until it fouls.
First free throws of the second half for the Rams, because they just haven't been attacking the rim enough. Taylor Britt puts on the spin move, finds the arm of Zoe Burton. Got some slick-looking jerseys out there. If you want to get some slick jersey on your own back, find that team merch shop online now, thanks to Sterling Sports on the QR code, or hit the Sterling Sports online shop. All those Rapid League and NZNBL designs are there for your perusal. We got the MVP of the league, Moles. Who's the MVP of the jerseys this year?
Are we talking like overall?
Yeah, why not?
Saints. I like the classic pinstripe. But I also like the variations from the Rapid League from every team this season. They've really embraced it. It's been great, except for the Jets. I didn't like their numbers. I couldn't see them. What a boomer.
It's tough to spot the numbers on the gray, no doubt about it.
But I did like the camo. It was cool.
Wow.
Goes back to the Harkia days.
Lock down.
Asprey to the cup and in. Caleb Asprey.
Well, that's a foul on Asbury.
And Asbury gets called for foul number 3.
That's him trying to inbound the ball. Isn't that?
That's a technical.
I would think there's something else in there. I thought that was a technical foul for fouling someone out of bounds, but they've just called a common foul. Once again, I'm not quite as over the rules as I need to be.
I don't like the tone when you say it as a question, because I feel compelled to answer it. And I know less about the game than you do.
Let me go find Ken Colson. He's in here somewhere.
Yeah, let's do it. 25 is the lead. Can you believe it, Casey Frank? The Sharks up 25.
I did not see this coming. I thought the Sharks had a good chance, no doubt, but I did not see the blowout coming.
The Rams, 2 of their 3 highest scores this season were against the Sharks. The highest score, they had 131 against the Tuatara. But they are in all sorts of trouble on their home floor. Angus stroking that three. Oh my goodness.
I mean, they're just playing with them. Tossing that ball around, the Rams are just sprinting everywhere. And this is all you hear now? Let me drain the triple. Braden Inger off the bench, keeps those triples dropping. 10 for 19 now. 53% from deep.
McDonald, more great defense. They've just smacked them in the mouth at the Sharks in this game. Ingers wants it, he wants it bad, he's feeling it. He's on the opposite side, he's cutting. Alec. Burton to Boone, plenty of time, 10 on the shot clock. Boone for three. Inger with an offensive rebound. Alec just toying with them. Alec stepping through. Boone with another offensive rebound. Puts it up and in, timeout, Rams. They're down 28.
The 13th offensive rebound of the game. They're 10 for 20 from deep. They are locking down this Rams team. They can only shoot 29% from the field, 22%, 14% from the three. As Keelan Boone just gets in, outworks 3 double figure scores for the Sharks. 14 for Josiah Alec, 10 rebounds to go along with that. 13 for Keelan Boone. He's got 7 boards. Caleb Asbury with 12, 4 and 6. No double figure scores for the Rams. It is one-way traffic.
Yeah. We're trying to pick up full court here. Get up the floor, everyone. Okay, play the ball hard. Yeah. We got the ball here on offense. Yeah. All right, offense, we got 15. Pace of action here. Okay, be aggressive. Keep bringing Burton into action, Boone into action. If you don't have anything, you got that shakes. Okay, just stay aggressive. Don't shoot the early ones. We don't need anything heroic. Chip away at this. You got to just get downhill, get to the free throw line. Okay. Take care of the glass. Okay, that's what's fucking keeping them and pushing this lead out. It's the O boards. Got to make hits. Okay, got to make hits here. All right, 15. Here we go.
Let's on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Here we go.
Well, they've earned it, have the Southland Sharks. A large cheese pizza for $25.99. I'll use that QR code and the online code. It's valid until Tuesday.
Ain't nothing cheesy about the Sharks' performance today.
Yes.
They are coming with nothing but the beef.
Let's go to Nick, who was listening to the Sharks timeout.
Well, Miles, you wouldn't think Jonathan Yim was a head coach up by 28 right now. He was actually pretty annoyed at some of the offensive possessions, particularly some early shots from Keelan Boone. Just wants to finish the quarter strong. Again, don't give this Rams team a sniff.
Here's Brown. 10 over Alec. Strokes it, Walter Brown. And then a foul in the backcourt. This time.
Third team foul of the quarter.
Takar Cooper.
If you're Quinn Clinton, you like that, though. You want to be more aggressive than the other. You don't want any passivity. If you have, I mean, the slightest chance of coming back in this game, down 26 with just less than 12 minutes to go, it's going to have to be with all-out aggression, with forcing turnovers, and with somebody starting to find a little bit of form from deep.
You just look at their stats, like the effort stats. They've got 10 steals, the Rams. They've got, you know, they only have 7 turnovers considering how much they're down by, but they're just getting smashed on the glass. It's a 19 advantage on the glass. Plus 19 is incredible.
That does not happen to this Rams squad. They have been the physically imposing team all season long. They have been the ones on the front foot, but that is not the case today.
Here comes the Rams defense. They've really ratcheted it up as Inger has a block by Bowen, and it's going to be Alec. That's been that game. It just falls to the Sharks, and they get an open 3. And they knock it down through Takar Cooper. He was 0 for 7 against the Tuatara. He is not 0 for 7 in this game.
That kind of day. Takar Cooper was 3 for 10 before that one. He hits his second triple of the ball game. Everybody's feeling it. 11 points for him.
4 for 11 as Brett steps through left hand. No double-digit scorers for the Rams in this game as we head towards the end of the third quarter. That is stunning. They have 9 players, without CJ Penner playing, obviously, who average at least 9 or more in this team.
It just falls to him.
Anger, an air ball. A rare miscue from the Sharks from deep.
Well, that's going to be the 4th foul of the quarter on the Sharks. If the Rams want, they can go for a little 2-for-1 action here. And given they're down 23, it could be wise.
We really haven't talked about the loss of CJ Pena because he's a bench player, but he's an import, and he comes in and we've seen him just absolutely blow quarters up, stringing threes together, and just gives that Rams offense so much confidence as we get a Tukai Cooper foul on that screen. But the loss of CJ Pena, what does that do for this Rams?
Well, he was such an interesting player because he could play on the perimeter with his skill set to shoot the ball, put it on the deck, but he was also an extremely imposing physical player who lifted on the inside. So you could play him at the power forward and go a little small and lift the pace, and that was great for their pressing. But you could also play him at the 3 and suddenly become a huge team. And he had that calf tear at the end of the season. And combining losing him and trying to reintegrate Tama Isaac and Taylor Britt, such a difficult thing to do, that much roster churn at the same time. And you're seeing right now that this Ram squad is wishing they had another week of training.
This will be interesting to see what happens tomorrow as well. The Fire and the Saints going at it. 3 p.m. will be on air from TSB Arena on the waterfront of Wellington. 73-48, 2 very interested teams watching this game right now. I'm sure there's a lot of people around the league, the NZNBL, watching this game and just thinking, oh my goodness. It was a time through May and June when this Rams team was just laying waste to the rest of the league.
10 straight wins.
They looked like they were just impenetrable with their defense and just unstoppable with their offense, but they just might have run out of gas. They might have just had their rhythm disrupted with injuries and international duty call-ups. They might have just had the mojo taken out of them by a Sharks team that have just been building and building, and they've got 10 minutes more before they can head to their first final in a long time. What can the Rams do on their home floor? They need their Rams faithful to spur them on as the Canterbury Rams now looking to close out this 3rd quarter with a positive shot. And it's going to be Walter Brown. Great closeout, and that will do it. More great Sharks defense. 10 minutes remain in the season for the Rams. Do they have enough, or is it too much? We'll find out after the break.
Sean McDonald, you're down 25, you're a leader amongst this group. What's the message to your team with 10 minutes to go?
Keep the energy, keep our heads up, crash the boards. We've got to rebound and run here.
Let you go, thanks for your time. Rams down 25, it's all Southland here, 10 minutes ahead of Cowles, and the Sharks get to the grand final.
Welcome back to Cowles Stadium. Quinn Clinton joins us now. Quinn, potentially just 10 minutes left in your season. What do you need?
We just need desperation right here. Yeah, we've got to make plays on both ends of the floor. Look at it, look at it. And we just got to play extremely hard right here. We've got to leave it all out there.
It starts with something. What do you need to see from the Rams here right off the bat to get back in this game?
We've got to string 3 stops in a row right here and hopefully get some scores down the other end.
Thank you, Quinn. Appreciate your time. Here's Bowen, challenged, and he goes to the line, and that's what Quinn Clinton needed. Needed stops and an aggressive finish at the other end.
But it's palpable. It's not so we have to stop him every time. It's 3 stops. Start the quarter with 3 stops with 3 buckets, and all of a sudden it goes from 25 to 16 or to 17 or 18. And it's the most difficult thing to tell a team when they're down big, is that journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step, but you can make it. Stranger things have happened than a team coming back from 25, especially on your own court with the energy that they can fuel with you. But you just need to take that first step.
I just love to see a team try and get 1,000 miles in 10 minutes. It feels like that's the journey that the Rams need to claw this back in.
I'll tell you what, it feels like Caleb Asbury could do 1,000 miles in 10 minutes. He is speedy right now. He is slowed down. He had 10 points in that opening quarter, but he's got 12 on 6 of 8 shooting, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, a block, possibly the play of the game on that one. This Sharks team now, where do they go offensively? They can't get passive. They need to stay aggressive.
Up ahead to Inga. Down low to Timmins. Timmins dropping to the baseline. Up and in between 2 defenders. He's so big and strong.
Too big. Gave him the shoulder. That is strength, baby. Show him the shoulders as Taylor Britt gets the finish.
He took advantage of that where Timmins was in deep. Pushed the go button.
It's interesting that the Sharks are going with Alec as the ball handler most of the time, and now we've got the switch of Taylor Britt on him. A little bit of chess still being played.
Inga across the elbow and turns it over again. It's Britt pushing, using the DRS it seems, as Bowen. Good challenge from Braden Inga. Bowen just has not got a call all game in his eyes.
It looked like a bit of contact.
He's got a case.
We'll take another look at it. I mean, that's a foul. Those arms aren't straight up and down. But look, fouls are in the whistles do get a little more or less frequent in the postseason. It's just the way it goes.
They lost Darling, and he makes them pay.
It doesn't take much to spark this crowd. If you can just get a little bit of a run, they want to get into it.
Lead is 21. Alec. Going at Darling. Gets the roll. No, he doesn't. Darling, great defense. Here come the Rams, Casey. And then we got a foul. Oh, yeah. I feel as though it was the right call, but it was the late call that really got them.
It was very late, but Taylor Britt gets hacked. Watch him get hacked on this crossover here, all across the body. That's a foul. They didn't call it then, but they do call it eventually, and it's the right call. 4th personal foul on Zoe Burton. 21 points, Rams.
Oh, yeah, man.
I'm here for it.
I'm here for it. 1,000 miles, it feels like we've already gone through 300. Kai Isaac fighting through, and another foul. This time will be the Sharks' 3rd team foul.
Asbury picks it up. If that's on Asbury, that's his 4th. And it is.
That is foul number 4. What does Jonathan Yim do here?
If I'm him, I'm taking him out of the game.
Yeah.
Because you don't need him now. You need him in case they come back. But the type of player he is, he's the type of guy, if he comes out of the game, he just might lose his flow. So right now, Yim's leaving him in there.
We've seen 2 seasons of Caleb Asbury in this league, and you're exactly right. He is that player.
And look at the foul trouble for the Sharks. Sorry, 3 players and 4 fouls. That's Burton, Asbury, and Cooper. That's their guard lineup. That's the guards that play. So there's a script here being written for the Rams if they can find the screenwriter.
I'm going to say it's Quake Webster next in their guard play, in their depth chart. And he hasn't stepped on the floor yet, Quake Webster. We see a lot of Webster in Rapid League. And now it's 19. And another foul. This time it's going to be Walter Brown for the Rams committing it.
And the Rams, with this pressure up, they haven't learned yet that when you're up on Asbury, you did need to anticipate that quick burst because he's going to catch and attack immediately. He does so again there. Shot clock reset to 24.
Caleb Asbury just having a conversation with his coach. Jonathan Yim stays in the game with those 4 fouls here. Oh, and they thought they might have had a turnover there, the Rams.
Yeah, I thought that was Bowen. Looked like Bowen with the last one to touch, but suddenly a little bit more difficult for the Sharks to find space. 16 seconds on the shot clock.
We know they have a championship pedigree, the Canterbury Rams, especially in their defense. But Caleb Asbury almost stuck the step back of the season.
But they get offensive rebound number 15.
Unreal. What an unreal offensive rebounding game it's been. Taylor Britt comes in and he ties up Sam Timmins. What defense from Britt.
Well, comes in at the right time. Just about gets taken for a ride when he comes in for it, but finds it at the right time. Bowen being extremely physical as the point of a defender at the point of attack, but then in comes Taylor Britt, and he just holds on to it long enough to get the benefit of the doubt. Now we have a timeout.
Sharks called it, so it will be the Yim show when it comes to just pumping the brakes, keeping your head, making sure you execute at both ends.
And an armbar to protect you. They're showing those ball screens, so we've got to be ready for those rotations and short goals.
All they're doing is up in the physicality.
That's it.
That's it.
Hey, last minute on one of the ball screens, turn that bitch.
Hey, look, I love it, but let's just get into more pick and rolls, more DHO, more movement stuff, right? Because they're just like, right when we throw it in, they're just sitting on them, right? So we got to clear the nail, we got to do something. So when you get stuff, just go drag, right? Caleb's coming over, now we throw it to Keith, now we can get it in.
Let's get the middle ball screens and I'll flip them.
Yeah.
So
do you understand?
when they go to show, I'll flip the other side and you can burn.
Go left and go right.
When we put inside, they're helping down from that guy.
Hey, look, all game long we've been aggressive, right? Now don't get timid, right?
Yeah.
Continue to be courageous.
We're doing the same thing we did to build this league. Let's stop it, yeah, get stop.
I like that from him. Be courageous, don't be timid. That's exactly what you hear from him coming to that one. And we go to Nick Bewley, who was in the Rams timeout.
Yeah, just listening to the instruction there from Coach Clinton. He wanted to fight for good looks. Don't force it. Don't just throw it up just because you're down 19. Stay with what you know. Stay within our system. Trust your judgment and keep eating into this lead. This game is not done yet.
I just feel as though, you're absolutely right, Nick and Casey, I just feel as though 7:41, just a little bit too short the clock for them. They're so absolutely assured of what they are. They've just been taken out of it for 3 quarters, but if they can get stops and buckets, the clock is going to be their biggest problem.
Great defense by the Sharks, though. They're making everything difficult. Really tough shot attempts from McDonald on that drive.
Asbury, my goodness, that is tough. That is 90 feet of determination.
He's just such a tough one-on-one player. You're asking so much for your defense to pick him up on the other side of half court and give him that much space to create.
Bowen, back to Kai Isaac, misses the 3. And I don't want to harp on about it, but that's 4 of 25 from downtown for the Rams.
Story of the game. That is the lone area where they're just getting dominated to a test. That and rebounds.
Oh my. We got a foul eventually. That is some intense defense. They couldn't quite tie up Keelan Boone with the ball.
Well, he does an excellent job of stepping through with the elbows out. He's trapped here. Look at that space. He creates that space, steps through, comes back the other way. Could have been a jump ball there, not called.
He's not dragging the pivot either. That is tough. So it stays with the Sharks. Timmins. He's in deep. Left-hand finish is nice. Sam Timmins. This man is pumped. He's got 11 now, 4 rebounds.
I mean, with a catch at that depth, you're just not going to stop him unless the double team comes.
McDonald. So Smith-Milner had it blocked by Timmins. Sharks save it through Asprey.
I mean, Timmons got mostly arm on Smith-Milner, but the foul whistle doesn't come their way. And so the Sharks are executing the half court once again, and now they got to start thinking about using up that clock.
Alec in the corner for three.
Not a third time.
Josiah Alec.
He gives him the shrug. He gives him the shrug. Josiah Alec shooting 75% from three today. 17 points, 13 boards. The MVP come to play.
Yeah, what an MVP-like performance, Josiah Alec. Look at this, wide open, set.
The best part is after. The best part is after he gave the Jordan shrug. Walking back, just looking at the bench. Draining the corner triples. The relentless Shark attack continues.
I tell you what, we're not Marv Albert or Magic Johnson, that's for sure. The Jordan shrug. And that's what you're referencing.
It was more to his own bench, thankfully.
Yeah, it was.
Caleb's doing the talking to us over here.
McDonald knocking down a three. .542 to go.
Oh, that could be 8 seconds. That's 8 seconds. Oh, that's a...
Oh, yeah, that is. Ryan Jones is across it.
He called it right after it went, but it was 8 seconds before they crossed half court. Jonathan's upset.
Jonathan Yim says it has to hit 15 before it's deemed an 8-second call.
That's true.
He felt like they got that across with the ball. But hey, on the eyes of the referee, and it will be a Rams ball. That is another turnover for the Southland Sharks. 15th in the game. 5.5 to go. Smith-Milner. Alec with another board.
Oh, he's been struggling. Just can't find the range. He's 1 for 9 from the field now.
Darling ready to check back in for the Rams. Asprey with his 4 fouls.
Just dancing, just dancing.
Inside to Timmons, great position.
Fast break opportunity here. They got numbers.
Brett too strong. And that will be Sharks ball.
I love that effort from Torrey Smith-Milner. He puts his body on the line to take through, but he can't hold possession. And Max Darling's going to come in for him now. Four defenders up at half court. Nice vision by Asbury to see that it can split it.
Oh, that's great from Cooper.
He's been so aggressive today. Came out, took like the first 4 shots of the game, 13 points now.
And I love that as Max Darling knocks down a 3 because he was 0 for 7 against the Tuatara. And they just ran plays from him. They got him involved. Yeah, I mean, he's a role player.
Yim's been great with this lineup this year. He's done a great job of keeping these guys engaged and fresh all season long.
It's great coaching. Boone, a long 2.
Easy money, baby.
24 is the lead.
Give me that 19-footer, he will smash that all day.
McDonald, deep 3. Knocking it down.
Wowza, that's rangy.
Wow. 21 is the lead. 4:11 to go.
A couple of back-to-back triple explosion, but 4 minutes left. It is going to be tough to come back from this.
Boone pulls the trigger, stepping back in the corner and knocking it down. Oh my goodness.
I guarantee Coach Yim did not want that shot. That was the definition of no, yes.
Britt with a quick 2 at the other end. 13 threes for the Sharks today.
Suddenly we've got a little bit of pace to this game. Alec just rumbling down to avoid that 8-second call.
Asprey finding Timmons, left it behind him. McDonald, Walter Brown for 3. Oh, it's another 3! Here they come, 19 is the lead. Oh, time Timmons might not be enough. Great defense from Darling.
Oh, what a stop by Max Darling. Sam Timmons is incredulous. He can't believe he's not going to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. The hustle from Max Darling, not giving up on the play.
Here come the Rams. Time isn't on their side. They need to bang more of these down. Tipped. It's Darling. Gets him in the air. Stepping through. Great defense from Alec.
Tremendous defense, extending, being physical without fouling. Foul there on Tama Isaac. 2:51, the Rams are still fighting. They've found some offensive efficiency here at the death of the game, but they just can't let the shot clock go down, and it has to be steals and buckets immediately.
Asprey hounded by McDonald, up high, Timmins finds Alec, punches it down with two hands.
Oh my.
McDonald pulling up for three, banging that one down. Now the threes are raining for the Rams, but it might just be too little too late.
That is the fourth personal foul in the quarter on the Rams. Not shooting yet. .225, 18 points of difference. I mean, in a perfect world for Rams fans, that's only 6 shots. Anything's possible. Not very probable, though.
Forced turnovers. Takar Cooper burning some clock. Timmins up high. Alec has it, 8 to shoot. And a foul for Malta Brown. That's his 15 foul.
Josiah Alec, 19 points on 8 for 12 from the field. That's 66%. 14 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal. This is going to be his second trip to the line for attempts 3 and 4.
Caleb Asbury's having fun with some of the tables over that side. That's been a notorious part of the floor at Cowles Stadium, that sideline, that table in particular, I believe. They've had running conversations with just about every team, but those guys are just going to have to suck an L today.
It looks like it. 20 points down. The Rams are trying to find the range, but this Sharks team has just been a machine. At home, on the road. Travel call there.
Turnover, got tied up with Keelan Boone. 20 is the lead, 150 to go. What a win by the Southland Sharks. They hang on here, and you'd have to say that it's going to be a Sharks win. Jonathan Yim, they came in with a purpose. They've come in with all the confidence in the world of what they wanted to achieve as Timmins swats Britt. And it has been clinical from the jump.
Performance of the season for this Shark squad. They have been building. It's going to be a 9-game winning streak running into the grand final.
Another 3. Kaya Isaac, 17 is the lead.
Suddenly the threes don't look so bad. 10 for 33 now for the Rams. They've made enough, but this game, it got stuck into the chili bin about 10 minutes ago.
93-76. It's just amazing performance this afternoon at Cowles. 52% from the floor from the men in orange. 13 of 25 from deep, also 52%. And 52 rebounds, a +20 advantage on the glass.
There it is. That's the one. This is a team, in this matchup, they got smashed twice on the glass this season.
He committed 17 turnovers, the Sharks, as well. It could have been worse.
It hasn't been flawless. Offensive foul on Alec.
Yeah, Alec heaved it over and took out Brown. Was following the ball on that one. Have a replay.
I think there's going to be a timeout to the Rams so they can save some time and just make one last push with 1:36 left.
Repeats are hard in any sport, and this Rams team, we're heading for one. For all intents and purposes, I'm sure the Saints, the Phi, will wanting to have a say about that, but they're not going to have to worry about the Rams when they play tomorrow, that is for sure. They're going to have to worry about the MVP and Josiah Alec and the Sharks.
It's a difficult thing, that three-peat. I chased it twice in my career here in New Zealand, once with the Stars, once with the Saints. And every team is just gunning for you all season long, and they took that challenge on for the majority of it. But down the stretch here, Without Taylor Britt, they just lost a little bit of that form that had made them so impressive through the season. And they had hoped that they could bring Taylor Britt and Tama Isaac back in at the end of the things and find that early season rhythm, but it just was not to be.
Also losing CJ Penner as well. That's 3 high usage players. Not to make any excuses, this is a deep team no matter who's out and who's in. They go deep.
And the Sharks played 2 days ago.
Yeah.
They played, they got on the plane, they came up here, and they're ready to play a game. And they're only played 7 players deep, basically. It was Inger and Zoe Burton off the bench, and that's their lineup. But those 7 players are well honed and ready to go.
They won't have to play until next Sunday, the Sharks. That's when the grand final is. Where will it be? McDonald's. Will it be in Wellington or will it be in Southland? 93-76. Asprey finishes supreme.
Oh my. Oh my, that was pretty.
Cooper with the steal.
Caleb Asbury, he wants to put it on him. He wants another bucket.
Caleb Asbury is getting the and one as well. Caleb Asbury is going to come over here at the end of the game and fist bump you at the very least, Casey Frank.
Hey, I'm glad I can inspire them. They want to use me, they want to use anybody else, it doesn't matter. They're getting it done on the court right now. Asbury just gets hacked. Gets the finish regardless. 18 points, 8 assists, 4 rebounds. And then, you know, count that one. Count it. The Rams three-peat is going to stay in the paddock.
Sharks gunning for a ton here at Cowles Stadium. 1:08 to go in this game. BNZ player timeout is called.
They just haven't brought their intensity. Yes, they haven't been perfect. They've got the 18 turnovers. They've let the Rams find some form from deep late in this one. They've sent them to the line 18 times. But those mistakes come from aggression, and those mistakes come from the energy that they play with. And Coach Yim does not want to take that away from this squad, especially not when they're riding this 9-game winning streak and trying to find their 4th final in team history.
6 titles to their name, the Canterbury Rams. They were in the league, and then they were out of the league, and there was a Cougars team. We don't really talk about that anymore. And then there was 2 championships they're coming off the back of.
The Christchurch Cougars was an interesting go.
We don't need to.
Or is it Canterbury Cougars? I can't remember which way.
I think it was Christchurch Cougars. The less we say, the less we talk about Christchurch Cougars.
It's dangerous when those Cougars are trolling around Christchurch.
We're talking about a basketball team. Just a quick conversation between the referees here as we try and weed our way out of a difficult conversation. But this is a franchise that tasted success through the 80s and 90s. You know, they won in 89 and 90, chasing that 3-peat, couldn't get it, got it in 92. So they won 3 out of 4 years. And then they won last year and in 2023. And it's going to come crashing down to a huge semi-final loss to the Southland Sharks as Brown knocks down a 3. That 3 ball just hasn't been falling.
That stays. Somehow that stays with the Rams. I thought that was off McDonald, but Kyle Bowen gets the turnover there.
Now you look around this Cowles Stadium, Casey, the looks on their faces, it is solemn. They thought they were coming to watch.
And they came for a coronation.
They did. They thought that maybe the Fire could do them a favor and they could come back on Sunday and watch them win a 3-peat. That's not going to happen. This season is over here at Cowles. Whether or not the Fire get the dub is another story against the Saints tomorrow. And the way the Fire have been playing, the way they did the Taranaki is, that is going to be an amazing game to watch between the Saints and the Tauranga Fire.
How about this Shark squad?
We haven't talked enough about them.
Not just this season, but the turnaround from the last few seasons where they just could not get the mix right. They were struggling to find those wins. And this season, for a time, it looked like that was going to happen again. I think 2-7 at one point, I believe. in the season without looking at it off the top of my head. Tukaha Cooper breaks to 16 points now. But they dug deep.
Taylor Brett's not 100, by the way. He's hunched over.
And that's just going to be that. They're going to let this one walk out.
They are. Shot clock is off. The Canterbury Rams will walk off the floor at Cowles Stadium, and they will no longer chase a three-peat. The Southland Sharks have come in and shocked the league. They've got the most unlikeliest victories in the way they did it. They came and smacked the Rams up on their home floor, and they get a 19-point win, and they head to the grand final. Will it be in Wellington or will it be in Southland? They have to wait until tomorrow, but the Southland Sharks are heading to the grand final.
And they know the job's not done. The fans are pumped, but they're gonna have to make another trip next week. Maybe not, maybe the Fi gets something done and get it, but the Sharks are in the championship game. A 7-deep lineup has come together and dominated the Canterbury Rams on their home court. A 17 rebound advantage. Despite giving up 11 more turnovers, they shot 54% from the field and 54% from the deep. They just outworked the Rams today.
Absolute feeding frenzy at Cowles Stadium. The Sharks absolutely disembowel the Rams.
Anybody who's wondering, that's Caleb Asbury still looking at me. He might be looking at this, the Chemist Warehouse Good Health play of the game, because this was one heck of a game play earlier, and Asbury was involved in that one. Dekes him out and says, get it out of here. Flying high for the big block. Look at that, above the rim. Putting the highlights on. Caleb Asbury doing a little bit of everything. And we're gonna have a conversation with him as he catches up with Nick Bewley now.
Do you want to do it?
I don't know, I'll stay over here.
Okay, you do it, Nick.
Caleb Asbury, we might have to take you over to Casey Frank after your little reminder at the pregame, but you just beat the Rams by 19 points in their home gym. Back on the 3rd of May, they beat you by 59 points in your gym. What does it say about this group, the way they have responded since that adversity and now booked themselves a place in the grand final?
It says we're not done. We never were done. Everybody counted us out but ourselves. Everyone who believed in us knew what it was. We knew what it was. So that's why we're still here, and they're gone.
What about the intensity right for the opening jump? You came out, I know you played 48 hours ago down south, but that was a real statement early on just to put the Rams under a bit of pressure.
Yeah, our objective was to punch them first. Usually they like to bully everybody first, but that was our goal, was to punch them first. And I feel like we did that at a high level today, and that's why we got a good little win.
And how about the rebounding? Like, I think the discrepancy in rebound was about 17. Like, what about the work of Alec, Timmons, guys like Braden Inger as well?
Yeah, that was our main focus, to not let them get offensive rebounds and for us to get offensive rebounds. So our bigs played big today. I can't lie, they played big, huge.
Well, you play big as well, and you put this league on notice. We'll see you in 8 days.
Yes, sir. And I hope everyone's ready to watch, too. So we're ready.
Yeah, the Southland Sharks.
We'll keep it running here with the Sharks. Keelan Boone with us. Keelan, congratulations, a 19-point win, 18 points for you. How does it feel, man?
Feels amazing, man, to keep bouncing back, finding ways to win. Great team we got, great humility, and just a great team in the Rams, man. They got our best effort, we got theirs, and it was a wonderful game, man.
I know you had a very different roster earlier in the season, but you guys got punched in the face by 59 points back in May. You've now won 9 straight. You're now in a grand final. What does it say about this group, that the adversity that you had early on, you've responded and you've always had belief?
We're big on unity and just being humble. We do the hard work, we keep working, and it's going to work out for itself, and it's been working out in this late stretch. So we couldn't be more happy. Our work is getting us this far, so we're just happy that our work is aligning with what we do every day, and it's just paying out in our favor now.
What about Coach Jonathan Yim? I was listening to timeouts. He's relatively calm. He had a few words for you there in the 3rd quarter, but look, he just kept you guys. He wanted his foot on the gas throughout. Don't let this Rams side have an inch. But what does it say about your coach, first year in this league, you're into a grand final?
You can tell he was at the highest level, coaching, playing in the league, just seeing different ways to win basketball games. So obviously we trust him. Besides him being our coach, we trust him. He knows what he's talking about. He put us in the positions to be successful, and this is just all a showing off of what he's game planning and everything. So great kudos to him, man.
Who do you want next? Wellington? Tauranga?
We gonna get one, man. Welcome to the Shark Tank.
Keelan Boone, walk-off interview there after a 19-point win, 18 points for that man. How good?
They led by as much as 29, Nick Bewley, and they absolutely turned it around from that May 3rd beatdown that they suffered at the hands of the Rams. This is a different squad. They did not have Sam Timmins, and they are celebrating at the other end right now. And so for the Southland Sharks team, they will go to the grand final for the first time since they won it in 2018. That is quite the journey that they have been on. This man, Jonathan Yim, believes in the squad. They had Josiah Alec only for half a season, but then Sam Timmins turned up and they liked the mojo that they had, the size that they had, and they made sure that they made it count. They're on a 9-game winning streak. Walter Brown is with Nick Bewley.
Walter Brown, appreciate your time under these circumstances. Of course, not the way you want to end the season. What was ultimately the difference you felt tonight? Shots just weren't dropping, and the momentum that Southland built throughout just from the opening jump, basically.
Yeah, I guess they came to play. Like, they came ready. They punched us in the mouth early. They got that lead, and we couldn't claw it back, and they were hitting shots, and we weren't. And yeah, they played hard. Credit to them.
There was always fight, though, within this group, and that's a testament to you guys and something that you can hang your hat on throughout the course of the last 3 years, man. Like, I know it's a tough spot to be in right now, but ultimately this run that you've been on the last 3 years, got to have a lot of pride in that.
Yeah, I guess it's hard to look back right now, but I guess for sure, yeah, we're never going to go away. We've got a good culture. We're always going to try our hardest, and we just couldn't pull it off tonight, so.
Oh, hard luck on tonight. Rest up, and we'll see you next year. Appreciate your time.
Perfect. Thank you.
Walter Brown, disappointment. You can see him etched on his face. 101-82. Keelan Boone and the travelling Sharks fans in effect here at Cowles Stadium. Quite the game of basketball from arguably the hottest team in the league right now. 9 games in a row, 1 more to go. Can they get their first title since 2018? They'll face either the Phi or the Saints. And that man, Josiah Alec, what a performance from him. 21 and 15. 3 assists, 1 steal, and now Taylor Britt is with Nick Bewley.
Taylor Britt, heartbreaker really, and Southland just came out with so much intensity. There was a lot of belief and faith within this group, but what was it today that couldn't get you across the line?
Yeah, they just outworked us. Like offensive rebounds, transition, they killed us there. So yeah, they wanted it more, I guess, and yeah, credit to them. They came out ready to play.
I know it's hard to reflect right in the heat of the moment so soon after a defeat like that, but what about the last 3 years and the run that this team has been on? 2 titles and a semi-final now.
Yeah, it's a special group. Love playing with everyone along the way. Yeah, just want to thank all the fans that came out this year. Really appreciate it, all our sponsors, all the guys at trainings that make this team possible. Without them, we wouldn't be able to have that product that we put out on the court. They push us every day, and yeah, thanks for supporting us.
You've been the standard bearers for the last 2 years. Commiserations on tonight. Rest up, and yeah, commiserations.
Appreciate that. Thank you, mate.
Yeah, Taylor Britt, he's got some basketball commitments to fulfill when it comes to the Breakers season in September, and here is the stats thanks to the Chemist Warehouse.
Well, just look at that percentage. Held the Rams coming in one of the top 3 efficient shooting teams to 35% from the field and 30% from deep, and that's much better than it was early. It was 3 for 29 there at one point. They were able to get them late. The free throws, the only area the Rams really had some advantages, but the 17 rebound advantage. So a few mistakes by the Rams in terms of the turnover department, but that didn't affect their energy. It didn't affect the mindset of this Sharks squad throughout the full 40 minutes.
They were 3 for 23 at one point from deep, the Canterbury Rams. 9 threes made the score respectable somewhat. And here's how it looks tomorrow. The Saints and the Phi will go at it at TSB Arena, and they will meet the winner of the Sharks. Will it be a Sharks grand final in Invercargill if the Phi win? Or will the Sharks head to Wellington to play the Saints? We'll find out tomorrow afternoon. Our on-air time is 3 p.m. And that's when the broadcast will start. And Casey Frank, as we've seen, anything can happen.
Anything can happen. The Saints have had a 12-day layoff. The Fi snuck in the back door. The Sharks talk about nobody believed in them. Fi can make that same argument, but they get to prove on the court who belongs tomorrow.
Saints and Fi will be there tomorrow afternoon, TSB Arena. The #1 team up against the #6 team. Whoever wins face that team and that man, Josiah Alec and the Southland Sharks. Until tomorrow, thanks so much for watching. See you soon.
Free throw.